Today, I want to share something that changed how I view success completely. Because for the longest time, I thought that I needed something new for me to be able to be a success. New ideas, new inspiration, new strategies, new beginnings. But then I realized something very uncomfortable, that I didn't need anything new. I just needed to finish what I started. Hello, online family. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brightstar, and this one is just not another star. This one is beautiful, bold, brave, bright, brilliant, and a little extra. Bright by name, star by nature. Bright by name, bold by purpose. Built from grass to grace, rising through skies, and refusing to dump. On this channel, I am not just Brightstar. I am your online bestie. Here, we laugh, we learn, and we shine together. So if you've ever lost your light, I hope you find some of it here. And if you're here for the lessons, the laughter, or something a little extra, you are in the right place. Always remember, life is too short to dim your lights. And that's why around here, it's all things bold, all things Brightstar. Let me ask you something. How many things have you started that are still sitting somewhere unfinished? That business plan that you wrote in January, that business idea, that unfinished design, that unedited video. How many things do you have that are lying that you still putting on hold and saying you're gonna finish them, but you've not finished them at all? Hey you, I'm speaking to you. How many things are like that in your space? Now, let me ask something deeper. How many times have you convinced yourself that the reason that you're not succeeding is because you need something new? Not more discipline, not more consistency, not even more follow-ups, but something new. How many times? That right there is the trap. Let me be honest with you. As a business owner and a content creator, I have found myself doing that a lot. I would design something, and then somewhere halfway after I'm done, I would get another idea, and then I would abandon the first one. I have a lot of pages. I have a lot of pages. If you search my name, you're gonna see so many pages. Because what would I do? I would start a channel, and then I build it to like 3,000 followers or 4,000. And then I will feel, that channel is so complicated. I have so many things that I've posted there. And now I need to have another channel. And then I create another one and I abandon the old one. Even with my talks, even with this channel, with my talks, I have been doing videos, putting them in my drafts. And then somewhere, just a minute. Yeah, this looks better. And then I've been doing videos, then I put them in my drafts. And then I don't keep on talking and doing videos that are talking. Somewhere along the way, I have another idea. And even right now, even with this channel that I have right now, it's Brightstar Talks, yeah? I wanted to give talks and inspiration and advice. But I've already started another channel called Rebuilding Brightstar. And I've not posted any video because I've been doing it behind the scenes. I'm like, I can run this too. So I've been doing that a lot. And it wasn't until today when I was sitting down and I was reflecting on why am I not really successful. I work like extremely hard. Why am I not successful? And successful, I mean in terms of money and everything. And I had to like analyze my patterns. And I was like, oh my goodness, Brightstar, the reason you are not successful is that you do not sit anything to completion. Like you start things, you start this one, you leave it, you go. Even when you go through my social media platforms, I start ideas. There was a time I was saying dear Brightstar, those were letters to myself, so I gave them and then I saw they were not getting a lot of views. I abandoned them. There was a time I was recording my grandparents, I abandoned them. There was a time I was recording my look of the day. That one at least I've stayed with it because every day I'm dressing. But there are so many ideas that I've done in my social media and then I've left them halfway. There was a time I used to do poetry. So when I look at my patterns and the reason why I've not been able to achieve something so major is because I have been not completing the things that I start and I abandon them before they complete and then they stay. And even with my business, honestly, I cannot contemplate the number of times I've wanted to close down because I kept feeling it's just dragging me down. I kept feeling like every time there was tailors, something has happened, there's issues, I would actually feel I cannot go on with it. Like, I want to close down. And the only reason I didn't close down is that every person that I called, my mentors, my friends, every person, my team, they would tell me to hold on a little bit. But it's like I checked out of my business in the... Which year did I check out of my business? 2024. That was like the second year. 2022, 2022, 2023. Yeah, so 2024 was supposed to be... 2024 was me turning 2 years. Yeah, I turned 2 years in 2024 and I already checked out and I checked out since then. And this is the time I'm trying to come back because it got me tired. So I've realized I have a habit of abandoning things. And now I sat down, I was like, how many of us are doing there? And that is what inspired this video. So let me ask you, how many things have you left pending? So yeah, when I look at my patterns, I always start something new. And then somewhere on the way, I get a new idea. And suddenly, I abandon the first idea. I start another idea. Then I leave that one again. I start another one. Then another one. And in a short span of time, I have like 10 unfinished ideas that are all concurrently running. And then I have none that has actually succeeded. And what that does is that it puts a lot of pressure in me and it triggers my anxiety and then my anxiety goes up. Yeah, I feel like I'm putting myself on this spotlight here. Oops. I used to tell myself that I am creative, that I'm just exploring, that I'm just trying to find the best idea. But now when I look at it, the reality was I was avoiding completion. That's the saddest truth. I was avoiding completion. Because completing something means being seen, being judged, risking failure, letting people have opinions. You know why? Starting something new is very exciting. But completing something that you already started, that one requires a lot of discipline. Here is what I want you to understand. Starting is emotional. Finishing is intentional. Starting gives you dopamine. Finishing builds your life. A lot of people are addicted to the feeling of always starting. Because when you start something, you are hopeful. You are productive. You feel... No, when you start something, actually, let me explain this. When you start something, you feel hopeful. You feel you are changing the world. You feel your world is about to change. You feel productive. But when it's time to finish, that's when it gets boring. That's when it gets repetitive. It gets boring, it gets repetitive, it gets uncomfortable. And most people, they quit right there. So they go back to what feels good. Starting something new. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just described myself in 1,000 words. But even when I'm talking to you right now, I realize even with my team, I'm gonna need to really work on that. It's not something I had thought about, but even we are always creating new pages. We are always, oh my goodness. I have been addicted to starting in a lot of ways, and I wasn't even aware. So we always creating new pages, we are always abandoning, but we don't abandon the old ones. So like I just always have these ideas that I want to create new pages, and now I overwhelm the social media manager with all of it. And even my personal pages, there are so many. I'm always building new pages. So it's like I've been actually addicted to the feeling of dopamine. And thank God some of them I just go ahead with them. But when I'm talking to you, I realize every time I start something new, I feel like I'm about to fly. I feel like I'm about to succeed. I feel like I'm about to win. I feel very productive. But then I get bored very first. And that's a lot of people. I get bored. I'm like, that page is not getting views. Let me start a new one. Maybe I'm shadow banned. Hey. But now when I look at it, it's because I'm addicted to starting. And before I started doing this channel and I started talking to you guys, I was feeling like I'm always in the starting error. So now when I'm researching and I'm trying to tell you my experiences and what I'm learning, I realize, oh my goodness, I was addicted to the dopamine of starting, and I'm always starting something. And I know if you're watching this video until this point, you've been doing the same. And hey, I want to tell you it's not a disease, but hey, girl, boy, if you want to build your life, you're gonna have to be intentional. Remember, starting is emotional. Every time you're emotional, you want to start something new. But every time you're intentional, you're going to finish. Let me tell you something that will shift how you view success completely. Your breakthrough is not in a new idea. It is in an old one. Your breakthrough is not in a new idea. It is in an existing one. You do not need a new business plan, a new business strategy, a new project. You do not need anything new at the moment. You just need to execute what you already have. Because you know what? Success doesn't come from how many things you start. Success comes from how many things you complete. Did you hear me well? Or should I repeat? Success doesn't come from how many things you start. It comes from how many things you complete. I want you to imagine this. Two people, person A and person B. Person A starts 10 ideas, finishes none. Person B starts 2 ideas, finishes both. Who wins in the end? Who wins in life? I know you guessed right. It's a person who finished. Because the world does not reward ideas. The world rewards execution. The most interesting thing is, when I was doing this video, I just got so emotional and I realized there's something that I've been wanting to do since last year, but I've been postponing it. So I've taken a break like 30 minutes and I sent some messages to a few people that I needed to send messages to. And I'm gonna tell you if it succeeds. I don't like saying things and then they don't succeed. But I feel like I have a lot of plans on my table that I've not been doing because probably I was going through so much. But now I do not need to start something new. I need to finish all the ideas I have. And that is like the biggest idea that I had on my plate this year. And I was like, damn, how comes I've never even thought about that? And so I've started the process and I hope it succeeds. So I'm challenging you. If I can stop in the middle of a video and just apply something or just do something that I've been thinking of doing but I've been scared of doing, so can you. So can you. So can you. So can you. So today, I want to challenge you. Not for 1 year. Not for a lifetime. Not for a long time. Just for 1 month. For the next 30 days, do not start anything new. I know, that's uncomfortable. But hear me out. For just 30 days, No new business ideas, no new projects, no new distractions, no new anything, no new designs, no new plans, no new things on your bucket list. I just want you to start. Oh, I just want you to start focusing on finishing what you already started. I want your focus to be finishing everything that you've already started. That business plan on your notes, execute it. That video that you've never edited or even shot it, finish it. That design you abandoned, do it. That school, that classes that you postponed, start it. That business that you wrote down and you had everything figured out but you stopped, do it. That relationship, anyway, that relationship that you wanted to pursue but you convinced yourself that they were out of your league, go for it. That trip you've been planning to go to your parents and just say hello to them, do it. That trip with your family, do it. That visit to the doctor to check on your health, do it. That date with friends or trip with friends, do it. Anything that you have planned, I want you to execute it. I want you to focus on just what is on your table because I know it's a lot. And you know what? You do not need anything new to change your life. You already have enough in your plate to change your life forever. You already have enough in your plate for you to become successful and magnetic and all those things you've ever dreamed of. You already have enough for you to become the person you keep on admiring in social media. You already have enough to just change your whole life and your entire life. And you already have enough plans that can actually take you from the struggling person you are to a very successful person. You know the biggest problem? You are just not completing anything. So try it. And you start with me. I'm starting today with you. I've been trying though. I've been trying to complete the things that are on my plate, but I want you to try with me. Just that it is. Every day, wake up and focus on the things that you're supposed to do. Every day, the things you've already written down, the plans, the businesses, everything that you already have, and focus and give your all. Just focus on clearing your plate before you move to the next thing. And then tell me after 30 days how your life would have changed, yeah? Now, you might be watching this and asking yourself, Brightstar, what is a step-to-step framework of actually being someone who completes things? And let me break this down in simple forms, like simple terms and simple words, because this is the part that will actually change your life. Not the motivation, not the inspiration, but this system. And if you follow the steps I'm giving you, you will actually move from someone who starts everything to someone who builds results. Write everything down. I don't want you to kind of think about it. No. I want you to face it. Take your notebook, your laptop, your phone, or whatever it is that you use to write, and write down everything. Do what a lot of people are afraid of doing. Write down, and by writing down, I want you to write everything. Everything that you've ever started and you've never completed. Don't lie to yourself. Just write and think about everything. You can even take like a day off with yourself and just your thoughts and ask yourself, what is the one thing that I've ever started and never finished, and write everything down. Because when you do that, something powerful happens. It shifts your mind from being busy or pretending to being busy to realizing just how much is actually incomplete. For me, that part was so uncomfortable. And you know, I realized how much, it's not like I didn't have ideas. It's just that I didn't lack ideas. I had plenty of ideas. So I didn't lack ideas or originality or creativity. No, I lacked completion. And most of you, that is actually your situation. That is your biggest challenge. You have So many dreams, so many ambitions, so many plans, but then you lack completion and you do not know how much it's costing you. So the challenge is not that you're not talented or you're not skilled or you don't have enough to do to the world. The problem is not that you are not good enough, or the problem is not that you're broke because, you know, you're not talented or you don't have anything to do. The challenge is you are walking around with too many unfinished projects, too many uncompleted. Okay, that's wrong English. You're walking around with too many incomplete ideas, incomplete projects, too many unfinished ideas. You are not behind, you are not lacking, you are not stupid, you are not cursed, you are not unlucky. No, 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 no. You're just walking around with too many unfinished ideas, and that is what is costing your energy, and you're always tired and always exhausted and always feel like you work a lot and you're doing a lot, but you don't see any results. Break them into small tasks. This is where most people go wrong without even realizing. Because you say things like, I need to finish the project. I need to finish the business. I need to start doing content. I need to travel. I need to start a family. I need to have a healthy relationship. But that is something your brain will not understand. Your brain does not register that. Your brain does not understand that. It's too big. It's too vague. It's too overwhelming. So instead, you break it down. Make it so simple such that it becomes almost impossible to ignore. For instance, let's say you want to build a business. You break it into small tasks. You say, no, let's say not build a business. Let's say you have already a business idea and everything. So you want to start a physical business, like a physical shop. So you write it down. Go look for a shop. These are the places I'm going to. Sign the lease. Pay the deposit. I'm trying to remember the steps I went through when I was trying to set up the business. Pay the deposit. Put it in my social media. Talk to clients. Bring products. Talk to suppliers. Research on the market. Like, you have every small details. Or maybe it's a new design you want to launch. Maybe you're in the product services and stuff like that. So you write, look for the product, design it. You have to like have a list of, okay, for me, for instance, for myself, I want to be a social media star. So post daily in my social media accounts, reply to comments, research on trending topics, write down my goals, anything that brings me closer to my goal, and I write it down, break it down. Or let's say I need to go back to school. So write, like, apply for the schools. No, first is choose the course you want to do, apply for the schools, visit the schools if you're in a position to, pay the school fees, start classes. Now look at that. Look at that. It's no longer overwhelming. That is actionable. When you have a list of everything that you need to do, it stops being overwhelming in your brain and it becomes actionable. And you know what? Once you complete one small task, your brain builds momentum. And success is not built in big jumps. Success is built in small completed tasks. Schedule completion. Now this is where discipline comes in. Because most of you say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll find time to do it. I'll get to it. I will think about it. I'll plan for it next week. And that is exactly why it never gets done. So, instead of, I will plan, I will do it. That is not a plan. Like saying I'll do it is not a plan. It's just wishful thinking. So instead of saying I'll do it, I want you to sit down with yourself, maybe even have a notebook or a pen or a laptop or wherever you use to record things, and ask yourself this. When exactly will I do this? Not tomorrow, not later, not I'll think about it. Date, time, specific. For example, Monday 10 a.m., I will record content. Tuesday 1 p.m., I will post the content. Wednesday 3 p.m., I will go through the analytics of my content. Thursday, I will do a photo shoot for my content. Friday, I will meet with strategic people. Saturday, I will repeat. You see that? That is now something that is real. It becomes real. It becomes structured. Now it becomes something you can actually execute. And let me tell you something. What is not scheduled is usually not done. So you have to just plan the completion, and make sure you follow up to it. That is where your discipline is tested. Huh? And I believe in you. I believe in you. Look, I believe in you. I know you can do it. The no new rule. Oops. The no new ideas rule. Now this one is going to test you. Because the moment you decide to focus, your brain suddenly decides it's time to give you better ideas. You will think this one will go viral, this one is smarter, this one is better, this one has more potential. And you will be tempted to switch. Anyway, sorry about my lighting, so I had to fix that. You will be tempted to switch. And that is the trap. Because let me tell you something. Your brain will always tempt you to try the next big thing, to just think outside the box. This is a little bit triggering for me because I'm looking at my life and how I've been doing that. Oh, I am a victim. Am I a victim or a mastermind? But I've been doing that. Anyway, as I was saying, you will think this is a better idea. This idea will go viral. This one is smarter. You'll have all the convictions in your mind that the idea you have is no longer the best one and you need to try the one. Then you'll be tempted to switch. That is a trap. Oh my goodness. Now I understand why I've been stuck. It's so hard to have that realization in the camera. But once you switch, you will always keep on switching, because you will do this other one halfway, then you get this other new idea, the better one, the one that will go viral. So here is the rule that we are putting today. You are allowed to have new ideas, but you're not allowed to act on them. Write them down, keep them, respect your creativity, but do not touch them. Because every time you start chasing a new idea before completing the current one, you reset your progress back to zero. And that is why a lot of people are feeling that they are working very hard, but they are going nowhere. I want you to understand this. Discipline is not doing more things. Discipline is finishing what you already started. So if you can master this one skill, finishing, you will not only feel productive, you will become unstoppable. You do not need new ideas. You do not need new skills. You do not need new inspiration. You just need to become someone who completes that. And once you master that, everything in your life will start moving. I want you to understand something very powerful. You are not stuck because you lack ideas. You are stuck because you are not finishing. And the moment you shift from, I need something new, to, let me finish what I already have, everything, and I mean everything, changes. Your money changes, your confidence changes, your results changes. Because finished work creates results, unfinished work creates frustrations. So let this be your reminder. You do not need to start over. You do not need new ideas. You do not need new inspiration. You do not need new plans. You do not need new things. You do not. You just need to finish. So for the next 30 days, if you can't do it for long, at least try it for 30 days. Become someone who completes and watch your life change. Bye bye, online family. Shine, shine, besties. And remember, this time, we are not just dreaming, we are completing.